All right. Someone asked me in a YouTube comment to compare the all-around jacket and the Anorak. Taking me a while to do it, so I'm going to do it. I don't really know how, because it seems like pretty self-evident to me how they compare based on my other videos, but hey, somebody wanted this and I said I'd do it. I also threw in the hoodie just for good measure, because honestly I think if you're interested in Weatherwool and you're price conscious or you just want to get the best you can with the least amount of money, I really think the hoodie is an excellent option for that. If I could only have one, it would be a hoodie. That's just how I feel about it. But anyway, so without a script or anything, we'll do the best that we can to muddle through this. Anyway, so I am 6'2.5". I am about 45 pounds. And I'll tell you the sizes of these and how the fit compares. So with those measurements, this is an extra large and it fits really well. It's with just a t-shirt on, it's, you know, a little loose, and then I can put, you know, like maybe 3 t-shirts and a vest on underneath it, and it's a little snug, but it's pretty comfortable and totally doable. So I can layer enough under this to be comfortable below 20 degrees, no problem. This is also an extra large. Now, the sizing between them is a little different. So just because they're both extra larges doesn't mean they're gonna fit the same. With the size chart on the Weatherwool website, the all-around jacket should fit me perfectly at size large. I sized it up for layering purposes. Now that I have it, I kind of wish that I hadn't done that, because I doubt I'm going to come across situations where I really need to have it sized up, but I did anyway. So I'm stuck with it now, and it still fits really well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit loose, which, you know, if you want layering, that's what you got to do. So extra large, extra large. Now the hoodie's weird, and it's weird compared to these. I think Weatherwool is going to change how they do the hoodie in the future, but the older hoodie like I have was kind of, they sort of designed it for people who are slimmer, like city hipsters say. Like, that's my words, not theirs, right? So, you know, it's a 2X, and it fits real snug. I have not much room under it for layering. You know, I don't mind snug outerwear necessarily. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing, so it doesn't really bother me. But I can wear like a t-shirt and a relatively medium weight vest underneath it, and I have plenty of room to move around and whatnot. But yeah, it fits me pretty tight. And the reason I got the 2X is because I kind of envisioned a midweight hoodie being like something I wouldn't really layer much underneath, and that's turned out to be pretty accurate. And then I kind of, for work clothes, which is very much what I bought this for, was like general use, but also for, you know, like outdoor work and stuff. I kind of like them to fit not super tight, but not super loose, because I don't want things getting snagged. So it just happens that worked out. Now, I think they've revised the sizes, like I said earlier. So I would expect the hoodie in the future to not line up with this one. So, you know, the Weatherwool size charts are really good on their site, and they actually list the dimensions of the garment itself, not your size. So I'm a size 48 chest, and a size 48 chest in a jacket, say, the jacket might be 50 or 51 inches around the chest, but it's a size 48, right? So if you're going to your typical store, then you just get a size 48, but that's not how Weatherwool rolls. They have, you know, small, medium, large, extra large, so on and so forth. So you need to look at that size chart and just keep in mind that it's the physical size of the garment, not your numbered size by the US system. And so keeping that in mind. Now I'm going to try them on. So I'll go from, it's pretty warm out right now. I want to say it's like probably cresting 70 degrees. It's at least mid 60s. It's a little bit warm to wear these kinds of things, but I'll start with the lightest weight, go to the Anorak, and go to this, and we'll just do a quick overview because I've already done videos on all 3 of these. So here's the hoodie. You got outer pocket, inner pocket. Here's the hood. And like all Weatherwool garments, you get a double zip. So that's kind of cool. And the hoodie has cuffs, and it has these rib knit sections on the bottom to keep it tight against your body. It does a really good job of sealing out updrafts and keeping you warm. And it's my absolute favorite thing that they sell. It's the least expensive top they sell, I think. The shirt jack's right in there, but really a great piece. And as of right now, I think it's listed for like $425 or $450, but expect that to go up. And as I've said in my other videos, there is no cotton in any of these. None. I'm fixing to send this Anorak back to Weatherwool as a trade-in, so it mainly just lives in storage at the moment. Because between the all-around jacket and the hoodie, I just really don't need it, but it's a great garment. So this is full weight. The hoodie was midweight. And side zips, we have little dealies here that you can attach to the back flap so that if you want the side zips open but you don't want it flapping around, it'll stay attached like this. We have a big pocket here that can button closed. We have two chest pockets, that zipper. There's a cell phone pocket in this one, and we have a button closure on the cuffs. And slot buttons throughout. All the buttons are slot buttons. And we have regular cinch cord adjustments on this and the hoodie as well. And here's this hood loose. This hood also adjusts in the rear so that you can pull it back and get it a little tighter against your head for whatever weather it is you may be facing. As you can see, I'm wearing a huge watch. This is set to the tightest adjustment on the cuff. It's not a problem in and out. And fits pretty good. So extra large. Something else I forgot to show on the video for the Anorak too was what these pockets look like on the inside. These are the chest pockets. You can see they're tethered on the ends. And something you got to watch for when you first get one of these is it's really easy to put it on and put your arms through these pockets like so, and you try and get it on and you're kind of trapped, but you can get it back off easy enough. So it just takes a little while getting used to it because of that. I don't know if that's something Weatherwool's going to change. This is an older Anorak. This is the last generation from their last production run, so the Anoraks that they're making right now might be different than this one in some ways that you may consider significant or non-significant. Oh, it also has a hanging strap. Mine broke, but like you could just hit it on a hanger. I always hang it from the hood if I'm gonna hang it. Same thing with the hoodie. That hasn't been a problem. These both hang quite a bit in the house. Okay, last but not least, in fact, I would say the best, especially if you live in a colder climate, this thing is just savagely awesome. This is the all-around jacket, and this one has the double hood attached. The double hood is not included with this jacket, and I'll go over prices in just a moment. So there that is a 1X. I sized this up one size above what I would buy if I wasn't going to layer under it. And we have slot buttons throughout. We also have a zipper, so this can zipper and the storm flap can button closed. We have two extremely large cargo pockets on the front. We have two hand warmer pockets behind those on the front. And then inside we have large size interior pockets and smaller sized interior pockets. And we also have a cinch cord back here for tightening it. You can make a waist with that and seal out updrafts. And I forgot to mention, the Anorak has one of those as well, right here. So you can also make a waist on the Anorak. It works very well. And yeah, so there's that. And I'll just do this, pretend the hood's not on it. And then I'll put the hood up, and this massive collar flips up here. Actually, I should show that too. Look how high that comes up. It's just incredible. So you get a lot of foul weather protection with this jacket, even without the hood. But if you really want to step it up, this hood is insane. It's 2 layers of full weight, and all the way around it. And then it has this huge closure in the front, so you can really seal yourself in there. It's like, forget a scarf. You'll never need a scarf if you get this. And you can see there's a visor sewn in, and it also has cinches, so you can cinch it down. Yeah, and then of course this zipper is also double-ended. Nice feature. And this jacket is just so comfortable. And I love this lynx pattern. The reason I don't have any other lynx pattern is because my first Weatherwool garment was actually one of their shirt jacks. They call it a shirt now because they've actually made a separate shirt jack, but it was called the shirt jack at the time. And I got it in lynx, and God, it was beautiful. But when I wore it, I looked like I was, Mr. Army Man or something. And so I ended up sending it back and using that as a trade-in for the Anorak. So anyway, the all-around jacket is $850. The hood that I'm wearing on it is $225, I believe. And this is all February 2021 pricing. So I don't know, it might have gone up by now. So this is just a snapshot in time. If it's more expensive than that, I'm not lying to you. It's just things have changed. And I guarantee you their prices are all going to go up. This I paid, I want to say like $595 or $600, something like that for it. And as far as I know, that's still the price on the new ones. And you can get these in midweight or full weight. The all-around jacket only comes in midweight, and it's yoked. Yoked, baby. You got caping on the back and across the shoulders, chest, and upper back. And then this is available in full weight and midweight. And these retail for like the low to mid 400s. Again, that's probably going to change. And that's as good of a comparison as I can think to make. You've seen me in all of them. And I have to tell you right now, like, this thing is heavy duty, this jacket. And it's, as I said before, it's somewhere between 65 and 70 out right now. And I'm warm, but I'm not like dying in it. And I've been wearing it for a few minutes now. And it's just, the breathability on these things is incredible. As a source of comparison, if you're going to be doing a lot of activity, riding a bike, cardio works, maybe even in hiking in some cases, if you're going to be building up a sweat, the best one of these three to have is the Anorak. These side zips and the chest area here, when you open all those up, this vents better than these two do. I know that might seem kind of weird, because with a jacket or a hoodie, you can just open the front and it's like, oh wow, look at all that. Well, the deal is, if you open this up and you're riding your bike, it's like flapping around and stuff like that. And I think this vents better. I really do. Even if you don't take advantage of these little deals and fasten it down, if you just leave it floppy, even riding a bike and stuff, like it works so much better. You get air coming in here, it can come out your sides, and I just think it's more surface area. Anyway, and then with this, if you wanted to vent this and you didn't want it flapping around, same thing with the hoodie, you'd have to like do something like this, or you'd have to do something weird with it, and it won't vent as well. That's my opinion. But yeah, you can't go wrong with any of these. Obviously, there's a huge price difference between all three of them. And I would say that from my experience, as long as you don't object to a pullover, the best values that Weatherwool has are the hoodie right here, the Anorak right here, and then the shirt jack or the shirt, which both price compare closer to the hoodie. It's kind of in between the hoodie and the Anorak, so it just kind of depends on the style that you want. But yeah, and my favorite of them is certainly this one. Oh God, it's so nice. I'm not going to be able to wear it as frequently in my climate as the hoodie, but man, I mean, this thing is so cool. But if I could only have one, it would be the hoodie. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, so that's those, and I don't really know what else to talk about at that point. So if I missed anything, you know, I can answer it in a comment. Yeah. All right. Enjoy.